Hello students, welcome to EasyElimu Learning Simplified. My name is Mr. Stanley Ombogo. So dear students, welcome to another interesting episode, and this is a continuation of Parliament of Alls analysis, and what we are doing is looking at the thematic concerns that we have in Parliament Alls, that is looking at the themes that cuts across the entire play. So this is the third theme that I'd like us to discuss, and it is talking about religion and superstition. So we are going to discuss, or maybe see something about that is the theme of uh, religion and superstition as brought out in the play. So before we look at the relevant examples or the valid illustrations that we can use to support this thematic concern, the question is, uh, can you really differentiate or can you really define religion and superstition? That is looking at the two. So they are two almost similar. So I'm just going to give you the definition of both so that you are able to look at either the similarities or the difference that is there. So first of all, talking about religion. So when we talk about religion, so this is the belief in and worship of that is a superhuman uh, power or powers, especially a god or gods. So remember, when you talk about gods and a god, we have a god with a capital G, and that is a god with the lowercase g. So whichever god you are serving, uh, you are still religious in your own way. So in short, religion is a particular system of faith and worship. So how about superstition? So on the other hand, superstition, dear students, is a widely held but irrational uh, belief in supernatural influences, especially as leading to good or bad. So when you are superstitious in nature, we cannot really tell whether your superstition will lead you to something good or something bad. Remember, in Kenya, for example, there was that is the story of Shakahola, where a number of families lost their loved ones because of a belief. But in that case, we can now say that maybe the belief that they had led them to a bad thing, that is, they disappeared to the abyss of no return. So let's come back to that is the play Parliament of Alls. So in Parliament of Alls, the role of religion in society is discussed in a number of ways. So first, dear students, the play discusses how religion keeps people naive to the realities around them. So that is the first, the first role of religion that is addressed. Uh, Secondly, the play discusses how politicians misuse religion and exploit the superstition of the populace because they are aware that the general populace is unwilling to question religion or one who wears a religious face. So just to break that down, that is, what has been happening. Uh, we live in a society where people are suffering, uh, people are poor. Then we have other people who come up with, with a scheme. So that is scheming. So they come up with a scheme to, extort. That is, extort other poor people. So, because if you go to someone who is poor and convince that person that, if you start believing in uh, this God today, I don't want to talk about the Almighty, But if you believe in this God today, that is, let me talk about the idols, then you will start gaining wealth instantly. Whereas the person coming with that idea is also looking for something from you in order to survive. So that is just by the way. So looking at the play that is Parliament of Owls, dear students, Red String, for example, knows that the daybirds do not question news if they are given a religious perspective. So it therefore instructs Telltale to tell the birds that the new moonlight tax is a tithe to be taken to the gods by Falcon in his next visit to the skies. So because people the daybirds are already suffering, so when they hear something about some tithe being taken to God for some better life, they will hurriedly do that. So this is uh, the strategy that Red String uses. So similarly, Red String instructs Arum Tidi to tell the birds that the moonlight law is a revelation from the gods, because he knows that the birds are unlikely to question religion. So very many people are afraid to question religion. Even when you feel that you are right, you can come up with an idea that can challenge the entire thing, but nobody will do that. So this way, dear students, the playwright reveals how leaders misuse religion to take advantage of the pious populace. So superstition is also used to create mystery so that a number of elements remain unquestioned. That is in the play. So knowing this, the owls take full advantage of it. Let us look at some of the examples of superstition that we have in the play. So the royal owl's power, for example, remains unquestioned, and to enrich it, he surrounds himself with the mystery about his dreams and his food, and of course, the golden bead. So, how the bead acquires its mysterious power, which gives the king the right to rule, remains a mystery in itself. So, the fact that the existence of this bead and its whereabouts is kept secret too surrounds the king with more mystery. That is making him acquire the profile of a god. Because, dear students, there is a reason why this bead is not, open to everyone. There is a reason why the bid is hidden, and there is a reason why the bid is secretive, meaning that it makes the royal owl, that is King Tula Nyangoro, have some kind of powers. So the fact that the royal king believes that without the bid, uh, he is not able to rule and is powerless, that is something that even Oyundi testifies. So it means that the king is superstitious in nature. So this is where he draws, that is, it is in the beads where the royal owl draws his power. So in the same way, the royal tree are kept out of bounds so that they remain mysterious. So the description of them shows the contrast between them and the desolate area left for the other birds. It is these different students that creates more mystery and superstition about both the royal trees and the king himself, thereby giving him the divine opportunity to rule. So, in the same way, many monarchies around the world surround themselves with similar mystery, both in their origin and descent, and in their right to rule. So this ensures that they rule in, perpetuity, and that the common man does not question their leadership. So a parliament of alls forces the audience to rethink this. Like in some of the African countries that we are in, there are those who are still ruling. We have come to an end. This is just additional information. We have leaders who, are drunk in power simply because they inherited it from, their either grandparents or great grandparents, and therefore they believe that it is something that belongs to the family, assuming that the world is theirs. So that marks the end of this episode, dear students. Thanks for watching till the end. Keep it easy, Elimu. As always, once again, I'm your teacher, Mr. Stanley Ombogo. Bye.